Alright. Shalom, shalom. It's the real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in, week out. Prophesy the downfall of America and to teach the hopefully elect. First thing I want to do is give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to you brothers pushing this word with true sincerity with charity. Alright, I stomached this video today. I normally don't watch scoffers, you know, I really don't get down with guys like Polite and things of that nature. You know, I don't like to watch it. So I watched it today, and the title I think he's on Vlad TV. Alright, and this video is from 2016. Alright, it's an old video. But it says, brother Polite explains how religion has been the downfall of the black community. Alright, and I can somewhat agree to that, because religion, when you go into that word, it goes back into religios, which means to bind, to confine. Alright, but this guy, this guy admits to being basically a warlock, man. Alright, basically in the search of his ancestors. Alright, which is he explained it. He said that they died and went home and died. Alright, and that's his connection to the source, man. Which is witchcraft, man. Alright, so alright, I'm gonna read this scripture, alright, because he actually mentioned some things. Alright, saying the searcher, he goes to the deceased for answers. Alright, basically a necromancer. Alright, you go into all of these different places and you travel in the world, and you still haven't came into the knowledge of the truth, man. Alright, because Esau is a big liar, man, and you got to have a spiritual eye to even see through the lies. Okay, so this 2 Timothy 3 and I'm gonna start at 6. Hey, cause yeah, I'm gonna start at matter of fact, let me Salakia. Let me alright. Alright. This is 2 Timothy 3. I'm gonna start at 6. Alright. Start at 6. For this sort are they which creep into houses and lead captivity the silly women laden with sins, laid away with divers lusts. Alright. Ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Alright, so you got all of this knowledge. You went overseas, alright, and you say, oh yeah, I seen where this is where Jesus did this and Jesus did that. Alright, this is where this and this. You seen all of these things, alright, but you don't understand that Esau tore down all the real, got rid of a lot of monuments, man. Alright, but you go into real guys like Ron Wyatt that actually went to found the real Mount Sinai, alright, and they built a whole wall around it. Hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna get it real quick. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this. Alright. You know, you really gotta be. The Lord really had to lead you to these things, man. All right. All right. Ron Wyatt, Mount Sinai. All right. See if I can find where. I'll play a little bit of it. I'm not gonna play too much.
Like this. That's what they described to him. And that's really all he knows about this, except I think they said it was built by Suleiman the Great, only they said Solomon the Great, which led Ron to believe that the story probably had a lot of credibility because the column, he was certain that he had found, that they had seen on the beach, that that column had the name of Solomon on it, and that this one had the name of Solomon.
All right. So here it is that this guy right here. So you got to have the spirit, hey, because when you look at this video, it only has 79,000 views, man. All right, so the spirit of the Lord, I have to lead you to different articles and different books that the truth is in, man. But you guys like Polite, hey, y'all into everything else besides the truth. All right. So when you actually watch this they go into a lot, man. I'm gonna flip through some more things. I watched this, years ago. This been out. They keep republishing it because I'm pretty sure they take it down. So
Ron saw on the face of this mountain, just up above the holy precinct, he did see that there was a huge cave up there. And he thought that had to be Elijah's cave, but he never did climb up there. During his time there, he never really climbed the mountain at all. He just spent his time in the open area. But he did.
hold on, this Mount Sinai part 2. I'm trying to find the actual one. All right, because they show you pictures of. I think this is it right here.
So some are, but Samron believed this man is telling the truth. There is something here. And that gave him even more, more credibility with Samron. So Samron said, you've got to come. Come on, I'll get you visas. Mr. Fassel, you can come too. Because he had
I'm
seen.
not gonna play the whole thing. All right, but just it's really when you really go to the real documentary, it's an hour and 42 minutes long. See, this is the actual documentary, and I watched it years ago, and this is the whole documentary. All right, I'm gonna play a little bit more Slocky, cause yeah, when you go into this history, man, and you actually see these artifacts, is actually faith boosters, man. Now he actually went he found the rock, man. This dude, hey man, the Lord led this guy, man. The Lord led this guy to see to uncover this, man. I to uncover these things, man. All right. Like, let me mute it. All right. Let me But that's the point, though. The Lord got to lead you to knowledge, man. All right, now he said a thing. Uh, he said something. All right. Now, the scriptures tell you to search out thy fathers, man. All right. It says Job 8:8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. All right. It says, for we are but yet of yesterday, and know nothing, because our days upon the earth are as a shadow. All right. It says, shall not they teach thee and tell thee and utter words out of their heart? All right. So where do you search out your fathers, man? All right. And in this guy actually said that these are the scriptures are a historical document, man. All right. The scriptures are a historical document. All right. And he admitted to it. All right. But in his mind, he wants to be a necromancer and to contact dead people. All right. And that's completely against the scriptures, man. The scriptures say, I suffer not a witch to live, man. This dude is a fucking witch, man. And he admitted it. All right. But how you really do the search of your fathers is going to the scriptures. Who is our forefathers, man? Hey, I'm reading Job. Job is a forefather. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Hezekiah. All right, Peter, Mark, Luke, John. All of these are our forefathers, man. All right. And this is, this guy reads all these books, and you get all of this knowledge that's not profitable to you. None of the things could bring you to another what you call a mental state of mind, man. You don't have the earnest down payment of the spirit, man. You don't have true wisdom, true knowledge, and how to utilize that wisdom, man. You dealing in witchcraft. If you really had knowledge, you would understand that you're talking to left-hand spirits, man. All right? You're not dealing with your ancestors, dude. You dealing with left-hand spirits, man. All right? So this is all right. This is Ecclesiastes 12:12. And further, by these, my son, be admonished of making many books. There is no end. All right? So you can find a book on anything, man. All right? You can find a book on anything. But here it is, like the scripture I read earlier. You reading all of these books, and you ain't getting nowhere. You know what I mean? You ain't getting nowhere. You actually searching. All right? You actually searching. Even in your in you dealing with what you call the nature. You searching. All right? That's why you traveling, man. Because if you really had the truth, you wouldn't need all of that to persuade you. All right? You wouldn't need to have to travel to Jerusalem to persuade you. You wouldn't need to have to travel to Africa to persuade you. Because if you know that you got the truth, all right, you're going to be satisfied, man. All right? So, Salaki, I'm going to get, Salakia. It's in Corinthians. Okay. Because you're really blind, man. You're really blind. right? This is Romans, all right, 11 and 7. All right, what then? Israel have not obtained that which he's seeking for. All right, so this polite is the is this scripture coming to life? Because polite is a Israelite, all right, that's searching, man, but he ain't found what he's searching for, because you wouldn't be going into all of these other books and reading all these other knowledge if you thought you had it, man. So in the back of the recesses in your mind, you know that what you dealing with is falsehood. You know you ain't supposed to be dealing in witchcraft, man. All right. It says, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded, man. So the elect is got this knowledge, man. The elect has the truth. The elect is pushing the truth. It don't matter what Esau did to try to hide it, man. Because the scriptures say, hey, like he told Daniel, write it and seal it. And at the end, it's for the end, man. Hey, Daniel didn't even understand what he was saying, what he was told to write, man. But he told him, hey, hey, this is for later, man. He didn't even get Daniel to understand certain things, man. He told him, hey, this is for the end. All right? But you gotta, but he knew he had the truth, though, man. You don't got the truth, nigga. All right? It said, as it is written, the Most High has given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that should not see, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. All right? So you stuck. All right? You got eyes that you can't see, ears and not perceiving. Just like you went to the apostles, man. You said, y'all almost had me, man. All right? Hey, but Satan still got you. The Lord blinded you, man. But here it is, nigga. When you deal with some of these shows, you will use some of the Israelites' doctrine to confound Esau. I seen it. So you know we got the truth, but you just deny it. Just like a nigga. But I ain't finna go into this, you know. Hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna keep reading, and this is gonna be it, It says, verse 9, and David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. All right, so this is your judgment. This is your recompense. All right, indulging in folly. All right, let their eyes be darkened that they may not see, and bow down their backs away. I say, then have they stumbled that they should fall? Most High forbid, but rather through their salvation is come unto the Gentiles for to provoke them to jealousy, man. So, hey, thanks. Thanks for being a nigga, man. You made it much more easier for a lot of brothers around the world to get it. All right? And for you to stay in that mind state, man. So with that, I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Al-Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. And salutation, you brothers pushing this word with true sincerity and with charity. Shalom and the Bible Ball.